Hi there, this is Colleen from Keeping the Peace, and welcome back to another episode of Colleen Answers Your Questions. Today our question comes from Jay Kaufman here on YouTube, and it's in the down bar of episode 61 of this same series where we talked about slide lock versus slide release. And he says, I use a wheel gun or a revolver for personal defense. So if you use a pistol with a tip-out cylinder that goes to the left, meaning if you open your cylinder to reload and it goes to the left of the gun, what side of your body should you carry your extra speed loader on? And how many speed loaders should I carry? I usually carry 3 speed loaders, which is 18 rounds, plus 6 in the weapon. I'm right-handed and I load with my right hand. Also, this is a good topic as sometimes I get lazy with my 45 and don't rack the slide all the way back. You caught me on this one. Thanks for reminding me. God bless you and your family. Okay. So if you use a wheel gun, you know what he's talking about. You push your cylinder release button, the cylinder comes out to the side, and the majority of people will stabilize the cylinder with their non-dominant hand, and then they'll load the rounds into the gun with their dominant hand, simply because it's kind of a fumbly process, especially if you're using single rounds. And even if you're using speed loaders, it's still kind of tedious because you're lining up the rounds with the holes and then you have to twist and let them drop in, blah, blah, blah. It's not quite as simple as just slamming in a magazine, okay? It's got a little bit of tedium to it. So most people stabilize the cylinder with their non-dominant hand, place the speed loader in, turn it, and then discard it somehow, however they do it. So most people would carry their speed loaders on the right side of their body if they're right-handed, and then switch that if you're left-handed. Okay, so I commented back with him and told him that in the very beginning I carried a wheel gun, and because of back trouble, if I had my gun on the right side, I couldn't carry my speed loaders on the right side also, because if it put too much weight on that same side of my body, and it made my back off balance and it hurt. So I put my speed loaders in the appendix position on my non-dominant side, and I had to cross draw them. So that's kind of a weird thing, but if it's something that you've chosen to do because of pain, you can get around it by practice. So wherever you decide to put them, make a decision, keep it there, and then practice, practice, practice until it's just, you're doing it in your sleep. So I did it in a non-traditional type way. I carried them on the left side, even though I used my right hand to place them in. If your back can handle it, I would keep all of that on the right side of your body because it's just more natural to reach with your right hand onto the right side of your body. I hope it helps. I hope I answered your question. If anybody else has experience with this, please leave it down in the comments because maybe you carry one, and I'd love to hear what you have to say. Thanks. God bless.